Okay, we are going to start cleaning my car. It's really not bad. I've been wanting to do this for a little while, and it's not dirty. It's mainly their seats and this back area that I want to clean. I'm going to take out her seat, and I'm going to vacuum her seat and wash the inserts and wash what I can. And then same with his seat. I'm gonna wash and vacuum that out so they're clean. I actually already did this bin a couple days ago. I just reorganized and went through it, cleaned that out, and then I'm just gonna reorganize down here, maybe vacuum a little bit. It's not dirty. It's mainly just their seats. Like up here, it's not dirty. My seat over here, it's just a little bit down there. Which if I don't get to that, I'm not upset about it.
Look.
What? That's okay, honey. It's just a little bit dirt. And then my trunk. This stuff here is stuff that I'm donating. I actually have someone that is supposed to come and pick it up this afternoon. Other than that, the trunk is a little bit dirty. If I get to vacuuming that, I will. But I'm focusing on the back seat and their seats. And if I don't get to it today, then again, I'm not worried about it. There's a couple other things I want to do today. That's why I say that. I want to make homemade pumpkin pie with those pumpkins that have been sitting on my counter for a while. And there's a couple other little things, but this is my main project that I'm trying to get done. So I just put that dinner on the slow cooker so I don't have to worry about that later. And I'm hoping this doesn't take me too long. It's 10:30, and I know that I'll have breaks in between with our son and having a baby. Of course there's breaks, and even a toddler there's breaks and stuff, so we'll see how long it takes. Okay, the car seats are done. As you saw, I took all the fabric off of both, and I was able to wash them. So I got those washed up, put them back. Hers has a little bit of like staining on it, but I'm really not worried about it. Other than that, it's in really good condition. So is this one. So I am gonna go put those back in the car, and then I'm gonna be done with the car. I am finally getting to do something with these pumpkins. I've been wanting to make pumpkin pie with them. They've just been sitting on the counter for a while. I've never worked with whole pumpkins like this. I've never made anything homemade out of them, so we're just going to give it a go. I'm just gonna make the puree for right now. Oh my gosh, this is so hard to cut. Maybe it would help if I sharpen my knife. But I am just going to make the puree right now, and then the pumpkin pie. I don't know if I'm going to get to that today. That might be tomorrow, because I'm making a homemade crust too, so. These are the pie pumpkins that we got. We got them from Fry's for a few weeks ago, I think. Pumpkins last for a while if you store them correctly. So these should still be fine. I really need to sharpen my knife. Sorry if I'm giving anybody a little anxiety or making you anxious by how I'm cutting this. I don't think I've ever even cut a pumpkin. There we go. My goodness. So I'm just going to cut them open, and then I'm going to scoop out the inside. I am going to save these seeds. My husband loves pumpkin seeds, so I am going to roast those, and then I'm just going to put them on my baking sheet, sprinkle some salt, put them face down, and then let them bake. My oven is preheated to 400, and they're going to go for an hour. We'll see how they look, but just until they're really roasted and soft, and I can scoop it up out. I'm excited for how this is going to make it smell in here, because it's going to smell so fall and delicious. Even though it's like 80 degrees outside right now. Okay, I'm gonna call that good. Okay, it took me a minute, but I got all the centers scooped out. So I am just sprinkling with some salt, and then I am going to flip them over. They're just gonna bake on, I don't know how long. We'll check after about an hour, but they're gonna bake at 400 for about an hour, and then we'll see where they're at. Okay, I just rinsed off all the pumpkin seeds, and I just put them on this paper towel to dry. I'm not sure if I need to do that, but I did. There are some like teeny tiny little bits in here still that I will sort through in a little bit, but at least I got them all washed and on the paper towel, and I'll have to look up how to roast them. Okay, the pumpkin is done, I think. It's been in here for about an hour and 40 minutes. So I am just going to let it rest right here for a while until it's nice and cool. We're actually going to go head to the playground for a little bit. And once it's cool, I'll be able to take the skins off and put all the, I think you're supposed to put all the pumpkin in a blender to make it like a puree. But I will do all of that in a little bit. Good morning. It is the next day. Last night I peeled the pumpkins. They cooled for quite a long time. So I ended up just peeling them. It was getting late. So I peeled them and then I put them just in a container in the fridge, and I took them out this morning, and I've been up for a couple hours, but I just preheated my oven, and I've had them in there for a little while just so they can get warm again so that they're easier to puree. So I just took those out. I am going to roast the pumpkin seeds right now since my oven is already on. I just let these, I put them in the container and then I let them dry overnight, so they are pretty dry now. And this is my pie crust. Actually, this is just the dry ingredients. I started to do the pie crust, but I'm gonna try and do that in a little bit, but we'll see if I can start that. I want to do it before we go. We have somewhere to be. We're going to go play somewhere later, so I'm hoping. It's only 7 o'clock. My kids just got up, and so that's not what I want to do. And so I am planning to get that in the fridge so it can sit before we have to go. We don't have to leave until around 9:30, 10 o'clock. So I should have plenty of time, but we'll see. If you hear water in the background, my little one is helping me do the dishes. So anyways, all I'm going to do with these pumpkin seeds is, yes, you're helping me do the dishes, is I am just going to do a little bit of olive oil and some salt. Thank you. You cleaning my coffee cup? Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. I'm just going to do some olive oil and some salt. I don't want to do too much seasoning because my
I need some sugar, please.
This is salt.
I need some.
What do you need salt for?
I need salt for milk.
Okay. I'm just going to do salted for my husband because I think that's what he prefers.
Mom,
I
need
think he likes them pretty
pumpkin
salty.
seeds. I need some pumpkin seeds, please.
I can always taste them when they come out and add more salt if I need to, but I don't want them to be too salty.
Seed.
You need a pumpkin seed?
Yeah.
Well, we have to bake them first.
But can I put one in there?
Oh, you want one for there? Okay, here you go. You can have one. There you go. Just don't eat that.
Okay.
So my oven is preheated to 325. And I'm just going to put them on this baking sheet.
Only go in there. I can't get it.
Oh, it's okay. And I'm going to bake them for about 30 minutes.
Can I have more?
Yeah, just a moment,
Can
please.
I have more?
You can have one more. There you go.
Wait.
I am going to bake them for about 30 minutes, and in between I'm going to just take them out and just give them like a little shake, a mix, so they get evenly roasted. Alright, these are going to go in the oven now. And then I think I'm going to try and work with this pumpkin. Okay, all I'm going to do with this pumpkin right now is just put it in this bowl so that I can puree it. I'm going to try to use my, you can see it's soft. I'm going to try to use my immersion blender. See if I can use that instead of my big blender. I need to go get him. You can help me. Probably break it down a little bit first. Can you turn the water off if you're all done?
No, I'm not all done.
Okay, well you're just, what are you doing, filling the cup up?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
It was actually pretty easy to puree. It was not hard to do. I am glad I heated it up though, because I think if it was cold, it might have made it a little more difficult. But ideally, I would do it after it's cooled on the sheet pan after baking it. I would do it like shortly after that, once it's cooled down a bit. But that just didn't happen for me, which is fine. I can do it today. I'm excited to make this. I've never had, well, I don't know if I've ever had one. I've definitely never made a homemade pumpkin pie like this, where I made my own puree. I usually just do it from the can. But I'm really excited to try it, because it is really easy to make this. It's just a little bit of time. It takes a little bit of time, but it really doesn't take much effort at all. And you get an extra snack from the pumpkin seeds. So it's actually pretty good. And you get a lot. I mean, that made a lot. This isn't going to be enough. I'm going to fill a couple of these. Let's see. Those pumpkins were 2 for $5 at the time that we got them. I don't know how much they are now. I'm assuming they're not much different from that price. But you get, I'm trying to think how much even a generic brand of pumpkin puree is. And I think it's probably about maybe $1.50. What? And that's for 1 can of the pumpkin puree. This is gotta be at least 2 cans right here. This is probably another 2 cans right here. So that made a lot for maybe even, I don't know. I'd have to weigh it out and see. Making something from scratch though, even if it's still about the same cost, it just, I don't know, it just makes it so much more, it makes it so much more special, I guess. I don't know. It just, the labor and time that you put into something, making it yourself, just makes it feel so much more special. So this is how much I got out of those 2 pumpkins. I don't know how big these containers are, but you can kind of get an idea when I hold them up here. I think I'm going to try and give some to Jackson, see if he likes it. Just going to give these a toss. I'm going to give him a little bit of this and see if he likes it. I'm just going to do a little bit because I don't know. He's actually not a fan of puree. I don't know if you guys have heard of the baby-led weaning. You can let me know in the comments if you have babies and if you did the baby-led weaning. But I am very nervous to do that. I tried doing it with our oldest and it was scary for me. So I did some purees with her. She liked the puree, but he is not a big fan of the puree. I think the texture he does not like. I've tried several different things, fruits, vegetables. I've tried many different things. He doesn't like it. And I've actually tried giving him, I've tried pureed banana. He didn't like it. But I've tried to give him like little bites of a whole banana and he did actually eat that. He liked that. So I think I'm going to have to try to do the baby-led weaning. But I might... I know before they're one, their main source and the most important thing is just their milk and their breast milk. So I'm not like stressing about it. He's almost 7 months. I'm not stressing about feeding him. Food before one is just kind of a fun thing. So I'm not stressing about it. Like I said, I might wait until he's just a little bit older to start doing more of the whole foods just because it makes me really nervous. So anyways, we're going to see if he likes this though. We'll try it out. But that's why I only did a tiny bit because I don't know if he's actually going to like it. But we'll try. I am going to put these in the fridge for now. And then I'm going to try and get this pie crust done. And when we get home later from our fun activity, I will make the pumpkin pie. Okay, the pumpkin seeds are done. I let them go for about 40 minutes. My husband likes things a little toastier. I could even let them go for a little longer, but I need to do a bath for Jackson because he got all messy with the pumpkin. You can hear him in the background, but he did like the pumpkin actually. So I'm going to give him a bath right now. And then I also, thanks honey. I also got our our pie crust done, so that is going to chill in the fridge. Okay, we are going to check our pie. It has been 35 minutes. Okay, it's jiggly in the middle. I actually don't know about the jiggliness in the middle, but it did say it's not done. I think that's supposed to come out clean. So I'm gonna let it go for another few minutes. I think I'm gonna put it on for another 5 minutes and we'll see where it's at. Okay, I am going to pull this out now. It smells amazing. I'm gonna set that there. And then I put a cooling rack right here. It said to transfer it to a cooling rack, so I am going to do that, but I need 2 hands to do that. Okay, it is on my cooling rack, so it is gonna sit here. It said to let it sit on here for at least 2 to 3 hours. So it's actually the morning time at 7:30 when I just pulled this out of the oven. I got up really early this morning. So I am going to let this sit for a while and we might have this as like an afternoon snack, not snack, but just a treat for the afternoon later today. I do need to make some fresh whipped cream to go on the top, but I am very excited to try this. I actually still have quite a bit of the puree. I have enough to do one, maybe even two more pies, maybe just a smaller, maybe two smaller pies. But that puree from those two pumpkins, I got a lot out of that. So I think I'm going to start doing that this time. If this turns out good, I think I'm going to start doing my own pumpkin puree because that was very easy. Okay, I just sent my mother-in-law home with a little bit of this pie. I gave her a quarter of the pie. So I just cut myself a little piece because I really want to try it. And this is how it looks on the inside. It looks really good and it smells really good. I have not made homemade whipped cream yet. I am going to make that later when my husband wants some. Right now I'm really impatient and I just want to taste it. Wow. That's really good. I don't think I can buy store-bought pie anymore. Or even like the kind you make from the can. That's just really, really good. And that's going to be even better with homemade whipped cream. And I put real vanilla beans in my whipped cream. So it's like a vanilla bean whipped cream. Oh my gosh, that is going to be amazing. This turned out so good. I will put the recipe in the description below if you want to try this out. I just brought this pie outside so you guys could see in the sunlight how beautiful it looks and the color because my lighting is just not good inside. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today and getting my to-do list done, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!